we're in Akron, Ohio, and LeBron, you got 3 destinations you want to take us to. What's the first one?
You know, we headed to Summit Lake Community Center.
Yeah.
Where the game of basketball was introduced to me.
I know exactly how you feel, man. I know that
game of basketball for the first time, 5-on-5 as a coach. This is what we doing.
I know that feeling.
We running sprints, get on the line.
Katie, where was that for you in Maryland?
That was C. Pleasant Activity Center. And you can remember that day like it was yesterday. You step into the gym and it's this euphoric feeling. It's like,
you're like, what is this?
Man, so many kids just running around, and then you just see the basketball. It's like, man, you really know what love is. You know what I'm saying? Love at first sight. You really felt that as a kid. And that's what you need to feel at an early age. You need to have those emotions. We're kind of lucky that we got to feel that at an early age.
How do you feel about the entire experience of All-Star, LeBron?
I always think about when I was a kid watching the inspirational guys that I wanted to be like playing an All-Star game. It's like the love comes back again. It's 24 guys each year to make the All-Star game. To be one of the 24 guys and, you know, for us,
to be the tops.
Be top.
to be the best too.
Be the best too. That really, it means a lot.
14 times for you, 9 times for you. Is it really special
the
each
game,
time?
The game.
Out of the best players in the world, walking on the world, there's a lot of people on this earth. You had the best game that night. That says a lot. And then you come back to your neighborhood and say that. Like, come on, man. Like, you feel like you could die at that moment. You know what I mean?
That's the inspiration we've been talking about. It means a lot. That Sunday night means a lot. You got to do a better job on Sunday. I agree. So.
And as the best 2 players, though, like, I feel as though we can definitely take it to the next level if we just knuckle up and play. Because everybody's just going to follow our lead.
It's our obligation to go out and try to kill each other on the basketball floor. That's our obligation.
It's like waking up and brushing your teeth in the morning. You don't even think about it.
You don't even think about it. That is our job. That is our job. We owe it to our fans. We owe it to each other as competitors. You know, when you're growing up in a city where not many make it out and they see this kid right here has a lot of talent, they expect for you to save the whole city. And you don't feel it as much in the beginning, but as the years go on and you start to feel, you know, the pressure and how many people are riding on you to succeed, not only for you and your family, but for everyone. You definitely can feel that.
Just truth of the matter, in your neighborhood, people don't like greatness. They envy it.
Yeah.
And that's the pressure you feel, you know, because you want to prove them wrong so bad, but at the end of the day, you're really just trying to prove yourself right. So when you start to think about, you know, the pressure and the hate and all of that stuff, it just adds on and it distracts you from where you're trying to go. But I knew I had to keep pushing. So every time I hit a milestone, it wasn't a celebration. It was just like, let's keep going.
Another step in the journey.
Because they waiting on us to fall off.
Right. Ron, you called the president a bum.
Yeah, straight up.
How do you describe the climate for an athlete with a platform nowadays that want to talk about what's happening in our world?
Well, the climate is hot. The #1 job in America, the point of person, is someone who doesn't understand the people and really don't give a fuck about the people. When I was growing up, there were like 3 jobs that you look for inspiration or you felt like these were the people that can give me life. It was the President of the United States, it was whoever was the best in sports, and then it was like the greatest musician at the time. You never thought you can be them, but you can grab inspiration from. I feel like I can be, you know, if it was a neighborhood African-American cop and he was cool as hell coming around, you know, I feel like I could be him.
It's easy to be.
Yeah, I could be him, but I never felt I could be the President of the United States, but I grabbed inspiration from that. And this time right now, with the President of the United States, it's at a bad time. And while we cannot change what comes out of that man's mouth, we can continue to alert the people that watch us, that listen to us, as this is not the way. It's not even a surprise when he says something. It's not even a surprise. It's like laughable. It's like,
it's laughable.
It's laughable and it's scary.
But it's also scary because I shouldn't be numb to your racist comments.
Right.
I shouldn't be numb to your behavior. When I hear people talk about black men with money, they think that that privilege makes you numb to the experience and that you don't know what it means. I don't care how much money you have, you're still a black man and you understand the plight.
I'm a black man with a bunch of money and having a crib in Brentwood and having the word nigger spray painted over my gate. That lets you know I ain't too far removed, and I still got a lot more work to do. And no matter how far money or access or how you become in life as an African-American man, female, they will always try to figure out a way to let you know that you still beneath them. And it's either one or two things at that point. You either cave into that notion or you just chalk it up and say, you know what? I'm gonna paint over this goddamn gate and I'm gonna make it taller.
Yeah.
So where are we going now?
Spring Hill Apartments is where, after all the years of moving around in my hometown of Akron, this is where I finally had some stability and some security.
I know, KD, I just read an article the other day about you saying, you know, transitioning to the Warriors really helped you find your voice.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's pretty simple. I mean, people's attention spans are really, really short, so they only kind of take in what people tell them. So, I mean, truth of the matter is now I'm on the Warriors. Every time we play on TV, it's a big thing. So now I'm just on TV more and more people get to see me. I'm starting to realize my voice is a little bit stronger than it was before. And now I got to start thinking about stuff that empowers people, that affects people in a great way. And for me, it's just the point of me showing you that I don't really have it all together, but I'm still where I am, and that's just the human way. You know, we gonna all mature in our different speeds, our different times, but I am where I am, and I can give you the experiences that I had. So that's how I kind of look at me moving to the Warriors, just more exposure and more of a voice. More people want to hear my voice now. So it's on me to do the research and be just more aware of what I want to talk about. Man, where we headed to next, man?
We're gonna head to my high school, St. Vincent St. Mary.
Yeah.
And the point where I guess everybody start knowing who I was, I guess.
The world famous. Don't let them be humble. The world famous St. V. Everybody know what that is.
Ain't you tired of being humble?
Yeah.
You not tired of being humble?
For real, man.
A little bit.
A little bit.
When I had to become like the man of the household at like 5 years old, I'm coming from a single parent household, you know the story, just me and my moms.
Yeah.
Not only did I wanted to inspire to be a basketball player and or a football player professionally to get my mom out of the situation, I wanted to have kids early to prove to my father that the way you did it was the absolute wrong way to do it. And I wanted to break the mold to where I want to be there and give him all the life skills, man. I want to, you know, tell him this is what your dad went through. This is how you approach it. This is how you go through it. All you can do and hope at the end of the road is that you've given your kids enough life lessons to where when it's time for them to live their life, then they can flourish on their own, because they're going to have to make their own path as well, even though we've set them up the best possible way. And the same thing with being a husband is like, when you know you committed, then everything else take care of itself.
Man, that's good.
Take care of itself, man.
That was a lesson right there. Did you ever think this would be a moment, this is your life, this is your reality?
If I'm real, I can't say that I envisioned this. I did envision me being an NBA player and, you know, people coming to see me play, but to want to hear what I got to say and the experiences that I've been through, yeah, it makes you just stay on your toes. It makes you want to do the right thing. It makes you feel good when you do the right thing. And that's what really life is all about. I mean, we can score all the points in the world and we can win as many championships as we want. But if we don't inspire somebody to be just a better person, for one, like, we don't make them feel good when we play basketball and when we speak, then we just out here. And I don't want to just be out here anymore. I want to actually feel as though I'm making an impact.
You know, having 3 kids of my own and being around kids in my community, the one thing that they care more about than anything is that you care. And once they see that you really care about what they're going through or how they feel or things like that, their passion about what they want to become or what they want to do just sprouts out like none other.
Exactly.
To be in a position where you can teach the youth is very key, because we didn't have that. You know, we had people in our hood that made some money. We know the local dope dealers.
Yeah.
We know the local OGs and things, but
there's no end game.
There's no end game. It's not like we were out there with them. So you don't know. And having to learn everything on the fly on our own.
We should be proud of that.
I mean, really. I commend us from that. To be able to be in this position, we won. There's
unheard
nothing.
Of. Unheard of.
It's unheard of.